Attention all campers, attention all campers. Please report to the flagpole for announcements and lost and found live or on the replay. Please report to Love Camp announcements and lost and found live or on the replay. Thank you. Oh, this is your camp director speaking. Please report. We have breaking news, breaking news, breaking news.
Hey, campers. Whoa, what a day. What a week. How's camp going for you? We do have breaking news that just posted in the group. Maybe you've already seen it. I don't know. There's been a couple shenanigans, or not even a couple, like a megaton of shenanigans going on this week at camp. I mean, I can't even go through all of the faxes that we've received from security. And what I am curious to know is how things are different for you now. I mean, we were here playing into love, being silly, doing, apparently taking off our underwear because we have so much underwear in Lost and Found. It's incredible. I don't know, every year, the same thing. If you're wondering if it's your underwear, maybe look down. Look down. Are you wearing any? If you're not, they might be up here, might be in the camp office. Come on up and collect it. Anyway, I am here for our final announcements to say thank you for being here. Tomorrow, we have our closing ceremony, which is not to be missed. We're going to jump on Zoom. So we'll be in a different format. We'll jump on Zoom, come together for a very special closing campfire. And in this, we really get to bring things all together. So, I'd like to kind of refresh. That's what I like about announcements, is we get to kind of review some of the things that we have done this week. Excuse me, campers. Anyway, we get to look at what we've done so far. If you're joining the live, will you say hi in the comments? I love seeing who's here. Make sure you put your name, otherwise I won't see who it is. So, we started out this week at the theater. And if you haven't done any of these classes, please know you can go back. We still have this lovely, wait, it's not that one, not that one. We have this one. Yes, right. Okay, so we have all of the classes and the camp resources so that you can go back and play them. But the day one we were, hey Tara, day one we were at the theater, and you got to look at what your dating life has been like and step into the future you that can receive more ease, more lightness, more fun when it comes to dating. And you got to see how you are different and sense how you are different and observe how you are different. It's kind of why we play with this whole security thing all week, is just being able to be present and observing yourself in all your glory, including your quirks and maybe some of the things that aren't very fun, the mental games that you may be playing, or the stories you're telling yourself, and be aware, because one of the most healing things we can have in our life is to be aware of what it is we're choosing and what it is we're creating. I mean, we're here in this moment because we've made all sorts of choices up until now. And this is not something to say, oh, beat yourself up for the past, or I shouldn't have done that. No, this is about being able to turn towards the future and make choices that are aligned with what it is you want to create. And that is a consciousness. So anywhere where you may be now aware of new choices, that then from this space of awareness, you're looking back and thinking, well, wow, I wish I hadn't done that. Why did I do that? That was a dumb idea. Please destroy and uncreate that right now, because we are always functioning from the consciousness that we are in. And my mission is to help people step into the space of love and ease and joy and happiness, so that your life just continues to grow into greater and greater and greater. So congratulations for being here doing that. So that was day one. That was a long way of summarizing day one. Day two, we played with, okay, what are those doubts and those fears that are actually stirring in our world? And we made a beautiful doubt catcher. So if you haven't done day two, go do day two. That's really fun. I actually had a couple people, I mean, there's supplies for that are yarn and sticks. I had a couple people say, well, I don't have access to sticks either. There's snow on the ground, or, you know, you're in a city and there aren't very many trees around. I would say, do you have any chopsticks? Do you have any, maybe you have some other things that are in your space that you could upcycle in that way. I wonder what else you could use. You just need two sort of long, skinny things to play with. Maybe you have knitting needles or something that you can use for that instead. Anyway, that was day two, where we were deactivating the doubts and the fears. And this may be something you want to come back to and practice more than once. I encourage you to do that, because these things aren't, you know, one practice and it changes your entire 50, 60, 70 years of doing what you've been doing. So this is a start. This is definitely a start to creating change. And there is some grit, there's discipline and practice that is required in order to then be able to see a different result. So I compare it to turning the Titanic, because the Titanic, you've been flowing in one direction and now you're wanting to take a new direction. The boat doesn't just turn like that. It takes a minute for it to continuously recalibrate, and then eventually you'll notice you're going in a different direction. I've had things where I've noticed that my boat didn't turn for 10 or 15 years. And I'm not sad about that, because I was asking for it to turn. It's now turning. So this is an opportunity to create new habits. Day three, we went, what did we do on day three? Day three, did we go to take a canoe ride on day three? Well, let's figure out what it was. I can't believe it seems like so long ago. Anyway, one of the days we took a canoe ride, which was, yes, it was a canoe ride. Okay, so Wednesday we took a canoe ride where we explored the space in between. Because anywhere where you're waiting for the happiness to occur, when you meet this person, when you get married, when you lose weight, or when you get this certain job, or when you make this amount of money, that will never occur. If you're in the habit of that, it will always be a moving target. In fact, you as a creative being likely are constantly up-leveling. I'm guessing that many of you have already created incredible things in your life. And there's always this often a sense of like, okay, what next, what next, what next, which is not wrong. I am totally that. And what I want you to know is it's about being able to enjoy the journey. So the space in between is when you're stepping beyond the old ways of being when it comes to dating and love and relationship. And you're making that choice by participating in Love Camp. Many of you are coming to VIP. Many of you are part of Super Loved already. And you're stepping into that space where you're now not there anymore, and yet not there yet. You're not in the relationship. You're not doing the old things. You're in between. And you get to play in that space where it's honoring the what was and the what's not yet. So honoring that space, very, very powerful practice. And then Thursday, we went to the program lodge and we pulled out all these games, but we didn't play them. No, we didn't play them. We didn't play them anymore. We're just aware of the games that sometimes can be played in relationships. The people pleasing, the hopeless one, the, I hate men, or I hate relationships, whatever you are. Believe me, I am an advocate of whatever love you want to create in your life, whether it's with a man or a woman, whatever it is. I don't want anyone to think that, but sometimes I just say man just because that's my experience. And so please know that I honor all relationships. I believe in inclusivity. So you're welcome here. Anyway, we looked at the ones where it was like there's resentment, pain from the past that kind of squirts out in funky ways when it comes to dating. Have you ever had that experience? I know I have, where it's like, if you're not addressing that, then it's almost like it gets taken out on every other person. So every person, it's like, well, I don't want to have that problem again. So if there's one little hint of that, then our relationships are sabotaged. So being aware of that game, being aware of the game where it's like, I don't need a man, I don't need anyone, I don't need that, which you don't really. And would you like to have someone to share your life with from the place of, yeah, we're human. We are here to connect. We are meant to be connected with other people. That's why community is so important. That's why it's important to have people around you. And that's why, people struggle mentally and physically when they're isolated and not in community. So I encourage you to do that. That's another reason why in Super Loved, my one-on-one coaching program, we still have the group community that we come to once a week and hang out together so that we can see each other and hear each other and celebrate each other. So that's really powerful. So that's another reason why I'd encourage some of you, if you haven't signed up for VIP, to come join us, because we'll have a lot more of the intimacy on some Zoom calls where we can connect and relate and see each other and meet new people and go deeper with this process. Because we're just sort of jumping on those stepping stones of things that are good to consider in this space. And now the next level is taking this into deeper practice and really looking at it at a personal level as to what you can choose, what steps you can take, what actions you can take to receive the love that is meant for you, and not give up or run away from it or sabotage it before you can even have it. So then today, if you haven't done today's class yet, please don't skip it, because this one's really great. Because today we went down to the sports field, hung out on the trampolines, and we began to experience, one, we acknowledged how powerful support is. That when you want to take those bigger steps, when you want to break free from the limitations that you may have been sort of comfortable in up until now, this is a time when you can break those barriers and move into that new reality of what is possible for you in love. And so many times when I talk to women, I hear, okay, well, this is what I want in love. And it's kind of limited. It's kind of like what I would call a bargain brand relationship, because oftentimes we aren't even aware of how we are diminishing our ask, not making our ask big enough for what, for what your heart is actually interested in. So, where in your vision of love are there greater possibilities? Some of the examples of that would be like, I've had people say, oh, you know what? I love going to church. I go to mass twice a week. That's really important to me. So as long as this person, tolerates that, then I'll probably be good. Well, I invite you to, in your ask for someone who shares that love, who shares that. And this may not be your example, but I'm just saying, like, what do we do that just kind of lowballs the vision before we even put ourselves out there? So this is a time in today's practice at the trampolines to break through and notice and observe what is that next level. And that is critical when we're talking about having that super loved relationship where you're adored for who you are and you really feel that in the relationship your life is easier. You feel in the relationship that more is possible for you. When I think of it as life and love is easier. So if you know that you would like to have a person in your life, I encourage you to do that class so that you can stretch beyond and receive something greater. So that was our week. And then tomorrow we bring it all together at Campfire. So join us live on the Zoom. I actually put all the information on the getsuperloved.com website. And you know what? Everything is there now. I put everything there. So anything you want to catch up on, evening programs, other days announcements, anything you want is out there. So go check it out. I hope that this was a great week for you. Will you share with me what you got from it? I know that sometimes, and I've said this before, sometimes when you get free classes like this, that, there's like this sense of, well, it's probably not that valuable or whatever, if otherwise she would have charged for it, which I probably will charge for next year because I really do want people to receive the most from this. And, it's up to you to get that. So you to really engage with it. The more you engage with it, the more you follow these practices and bring reverence to them, then the more you get from it. So yes, the Campfire tomorrow is at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So that is noon Eastern Time. That is 9 a.m. Pacific Time. That'll be on Zoom. Like I said, go to this link that is scrolling across the screen right now to access. The Zoom link is there and the time is there and it's tomorrow. And I can't wait to see you there. If you haven't signed up for VIP, you can also do it there. You can do it there, and then the price jumps on Sunday. So if you want to take advantage of the early bird price, then check it out. It's only 3 payments of $55, and then it's going to go up to basically $300 for the class. So 3 payments of $97 or something for VIP after that. So then you get an invite to the holiday party. You get to do a couple different healing love clinics with me. You get a mini one-on-one session where we can do coaching together, and you get the New Year's Day meditation with me, this beaming and creating your future, which is a really beautiful meditation. And you get to join Larry and I. Larry's going to lead us in a meditation called Long Eckankars, which is a really potent meditation that you won't want to miss. It's from Kundalini yoga practice, and it really connects you to the cosmos, and you get to take this amazing ride with that, and that'll be on Christmas Day. And certainly, if you are busy on those days, do know that all the replays will be available for you. So there's nothing you have to miss. And I would love to see you there. So thank you so much for being a part of camp. And I am just really grateful that you have participated in it this week. I hope you had some laughs. I hope you got some breakthroughs. I hope you had some ahas. And that this holiday season was different than any other that you've had before because you were at camp. So let's join together and sing the song. Love camp, where we find our beauty. When we know we're worthy, that's when we attract. True love is always within us. I know when I trust it, it's my destiny. My destiny. Okay, everyone. See you tomorrow at Campfire. I can't wait. Bye. See you soon.